Well, you guys want to come here for just a sec? This right here would be the, anybody know? This would be the septum pellucidum, okay? Which is your lateral ventricles right here, okay? Third ventricle here, okay? This right here would be what?
The internal capsule.
Internal capsule. So if this is the internal capsule, this is the globus pallidus here. It's lighter, remember, than this right here would be the putamen. Okay. Now, are we at the front or the back of the brain? We're towards, no, we're at the level of the pons. So we're sort of middle towards the front. So this is what? This is the body of the caudate. Okay. And then if we flip this around, okay, this would be the internal capsule. These would be the what? Thalami. Okay. Now, important, what we're picking up on here is just a little shave through the midbrain. Okay. You can't really see it clearly, but you see these dark areas? When we have a good slide of the midbrain, I'll show you, but when you see that dark substance, that is the substantia nigra. So substantia nigra is where most of the cells that release dopamine are located. For there's a pathway called the nigrostriatal pathway that's involved in initiation of movement, and so damage to this area would cause what disorder? Parkinson's disease. So that would be so when you see those, like, they're like 3 or 4 centimeters in length, 2 centimeters in length, that's your substantia nigra right there. Okay, so same thing again, substantia nigra. So these would be the thalami. See, the thalami have white matter going through them, then they have like chunks of gray matter, and that's all the different nuclei, like the ventroposterolateral nucleus, ventroposteromedial nucleus that we're going to see there. And then this is a horizontal cut. Actually, no, it isn't. It's a coronal cut at the back. So what are these 4 bumps? Yeah, this would be the superior and inferior caliculi, which are the top of the midbrain. And then this would be the what? 4th ventricle. So the brainstem would be under here. And then these are the hemispheres of the cerebellum. Remember, we talked about the arbor vitae and the folia. And then these would be the lateral ventricles and the septum pellucidum there. Okay, this is, I want you to learn to recognize some of these things by shape. Okay, these right here would be the what? So understand where we are. This is superior, this is inferior. Okay, this would be the posterior horn of the lateral ventricles. When you see this fuzzy stuff inside the ventricles, choroid plexus, that creates the cerebrospinal fluid. Okay, this is the pons. Okay, this is what's left of the cerebral aqueduct as it goes into the pons and opens up into the 4th ventricle. This would be the base of the pons. This big round thing right here is the middle cerebellar peduncle. That's going to be really important when we talk about motor pathways. Middle cerebellar peduncle, which takes all of the motor information and sends it over to the cerebellum for processing. So middle cerebellar peduncle, that's a good shot of the midbrain. And okay, so if this is the pons here, Then on the other side of this, we would have the midbrain. Okay, and so again, what do you see here? Substantia nigra. See these two circles here right above the substantia nigra? Those are the red nuclei. You'll see it in your notes, the red nuclei. And this is a funny cut because this is actually the cerebral aqueduct starting out here and coming out the bottom there. Here's another. Okay, this is another picture of the same thing that we looked at before. This is a coronal cut. Here's the what? Internal capsule. Here's the putamen, the globus pallidus, body of the caudate nucleus, and then if we go to the back of it, we see these are the thalami here. Is any of this making any sense? When you see this, anybody have any idea what that is? It's a coronal section, lateral ventricles. This is the cerebellum, right? Recognize the look of it as a cerebellum. This is the middle cerebral peduncle. So this is the floor of the fourth ventricle between the dorsal surface of the brainstem and the cerebellum. When we talked about the locus ceruleus, that fires like 70% of the norepinephrine producing cells in the body. It's like what? Locus ceruleus means blue area. On some of the pictures of the floor of the fourth ventricle, you'll see two little blue spots. Those are the locus ceruleus, means blue spot. And so that's the trigger. We have like reticulospinal pathways that like alert. Remember we talked about the raphe nuclei always suppress the nervous system. The locus ceruleus always arouses the nervous system. So that's going to be on the floor of the fourth ventricle there.